Hello everyone. I would like to preface by saying I have struggled with social media addiction for years before I realized the impact it had on me. 40 pounds overweight, high blood pressure, constant anxiety with bouts of depression. Things weren't looking up, and while I don't think social media should take all the blame for my problems, I think it definitely played a significant role. Stress and depression has ruined my life. I used to live for social media. Follow everyone, post photos, follow celebrities, followers, always appreciating my courage to be myself and be honest. But one day I woke up feeling like the only thing I had in life was my phone. There are no consequences to anything you do on social media, and that's where it just spirals out of control. I began to feel inadequate and worthless. I'm not trying to keep up with other people anymore because I'm terrified to open Instagram or Twitter and see what they might be doing. The pressures of social media have created a culture where every person is living their best life on Instagram, but there is no such thing as a best life. We've raised the bar for what's considered normal, and it is not sustainable. There are so many people who feel like they have to have the perfect life. They get caught up in this idea that they need to live a glamorous social media lifestyle, which leaves them feeling uneasy all the time. The day I woke up feeling like my phone was the most important thing in my life is the day I decided to quit. I decided I would unsubscribe to all social media apps. In this video, I share my experience of why I decided to quit social media, what it did for me, and why I never want to go back. In the end, at the age of 41, I decided to cut out one of my greatest sources of stress and flat-out misery in my life, social media. And to be sure, unplugging has already become a game changer for me, bigly. Next, let's talk about the problem with social media and why you should quit. Social media is a great way to stay in touch with friends and family, but it's also a great way for people to get hurt. I had my share of trolling hours where I would get on and make controversial comments to spark irritation around me, and then sit back to watch my work do its magic. Those were some good times when I look back on it. Really good times, damn it, come to think of it, I miss it all. It was by growing spiritually that I stopped the trolling and shenanigans. It's been proven that social media can lead to lower self-esteem, increased anxiety and depression, and even suicidal thoughts. This is because social media makes us compare our lives with others. We're constantly seeing posts about the perfect life when in reality we all have our own problems. Social media can also be very addictive. It's easy to spend hours scrolling through Instagram or Facebook without realizing it. The best thing you can do for your mental health is to quit social media altogether. The problem of social media addiction is an issue that has been around for quite a while. However, it is only in recent years that it has become a major problem for so many people. The average person spends about 2 hours on their phone every day, usually on social media apps. They spend more time on social media than they do communicating with people in real life or watching TV shows, which means that it is a very significant time in their lives. Astonishingly, social media addiction is not a mental health issue. It is instead considered to be an issue of internet addiction according to recent studies. The DSM-5, or the Diagnostic Manual for Psychological Disorders, does not recognize any such disorder as social media addiction. The 2016 Global Drug Survey has released some interesting statistics about social media addiction. Of the users surveyed, 33% felt their addiction negatively impacted their lives. The report states that the average user picks up their phone 150 times a day, scrolling through social media feeds for an average of 12 minutes per session. That is crazy, right? To think I would pick up my phone over 100 times a day is insane. How do you know when you're ready to quit social media? Here are some signs that it may be time to delete social media. You're spending more time on social media than you are living your life. You've stopped posting personal content because you don't want people to see your life on social media isn't perfect. Your health has declined because of the lack of physical activity caused by too much sitting in front of the computer. You feel like you're always missing out on what's happening around you because you're so focused on social media. At this point, you are probably well aware that the time is near to put down the phone and get out of the social media game. You are probably wondering what is the best way to quit social media and what do you do after it's gone. It is important to have a plan in place for when you finally decide to quit social media. It is good to disconnect and take a few days off completely. This will give your brain time to process the lack of information and stimulus. After this, it is good to start reintroducing yourself back into society. You can do this by reading books, going for walks outside, or talking with people face to face. For the first few weeks without social media, it is best to be in the company of friends and family. This will help you learn about who you are without the constant stream of information that you have learned to rely on for so long. It will also help you keep your social media addiction in check and make sure that you don't fall back into it too quickly. People are becoming more aware of the effects of social media on their lives. More people are choosing to disconnect from it for a period of time, or even for good. They feel overwhelmed by the amount of information available and their inability to function in social situations. I felt like I had lost my ability to interact face to face. But as with most things in life, it is a skill and must be practiced till we become proficient. Today, I feel like my life has gotten a lot better for quitting social media. I make YouTube videos from time to time and limit my screen time. I spend more time exercising, reading books, learning new languages, getting some sun, playing games, engaging with my fellows face to face, meditating, and slowly learning to practice yoga. My mind is much clearer, my stress has been greatly reduced, and I don't have the persistent negativity floating around my mind anymore. It is for the best, and I don't plan on going back. If you are feeling anxious and depressed, you might just want to quit social media for a time and see how it affects your life. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And remember to embrace all that you can.